Well, hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for September's reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. For Capricorns, what can you expect coming up in your life? For Capricorns, what can you expect? There you are as a King of Pentacles. Whoa, that one wants to come out. For Capricorns. Jeez. For Capricorns, what do you need to know for September? Okay, let's see what we got here. Quite a bit of cards. Let's see. What do you need to know, Capricorns? The overall energy is the Eight of Swords. I feel like you know, we're starting out with the energy here of not dealing with something that you probably need to deal with. It's some truth, it's some clarity that you just are hoping will work its way out on its own. God, we got just enough cards to finish this reading. Okay, the overall energy, the Eight of Swords. This is a card of illusion. You got all these swords of truth and clarity all around you, but you're feeling bound and you have a blindfold on. So you're feeling like you're trapped. You feel like you don't want to deal with it because you're wearing a blindfold, but your feet aren't bound, your mouth isn't bound. You can walk, you can talk, okay? So this is a card of illusion. It's a card of feeling bound and trapped, but not being trapped, okay? Not being stuck. You can deal with this if you decide to. Up in your highest energy is the Seven of Swords. So it has something to do with the Seven of Swords. This is deceitful energy, lying, stealing, cheating. Gosh, it can be taking of love. It can be, taking your love. It could be rumors. It could be just about anything deceitful. So these are the two strongest energies in your whole reading, Capricorn, for September. So it's like you're trying not to deal with this energy and hoping that it just works its way out. But let's see where this reading takes us. It bothers you, but you're closing your eyes to it. I have the Page of Cups next to the Seven of Swords and right above the Eight of Swords. So the Page of Cups, this is... it can be Pisces because there's a fish in the cup. So Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But the Page of Cups is a half full cup of love. It's like a half full love offer. Not a lot in it, you know. It's really immature. It's a page. So I feel like there's this energy around you. You're trying not to deal with. You're hoping it goes away on its own. But the more I'm looking at these cards, the more I'm seeing, if this is your reading, because these are general readings, by the way, and they will not resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't, I would check your moon sign or get a private reading from someone you trust. I have the Six of Pentacles next to the Page of Cups. These are all on your highest energy line. So the Six of Pentacles, this is about being breadcrumbed. This is about somebody just barely fitting enough to the relationship to keep it afloat. It throws your scales off balance. Not a good feeling, having to beg for attention or beg to move forward in a relationship or beg for the love, you know. And here they are being deceitful, and you know they are. I have the Three of Swords right under the Seven of Swords and next to the Eight of Swords. This is why you're not dealing with it. You think it'll all backfire and you're going to end up with a broken heart. And there might be a third party. You might be thinking there's a third party. There may be. I don't see any other evidence so far. But this is tears. That rain is tears. This is a broken heart pierced with those swords of truth and clarity. This is why you're not dealing with it, is because you're afraid you're going to end up with a broken heart. Well, here you are dealing with it. Oh man, I got the Queen of Swords. All cards are male or female. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But here you are, like, you know, tell me the truth. You need to know the truth. You got your sword up, finally. Your blindfold's not on anymore. You took a sword, you put it up in self-defense, and you got your hand out, and you're speaking your truth, and you're asking for truth about the breadcrumbing, about everything that you've been trying not to deal with, but it did not work its way out. So in this reading, you are dealing with it. I have the Hermit under the Three of Swords. They also might have left you alone a lot with the Hermit card being here. But this is very spiritual. It's about seeking your path forward. It's under the Three of Swords. So this is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. So you're seeking your path forward. You want a stable, secure, grounded relationship. This is Earth, the King of Pentacles, very mature-minded, and you're looking at your future. You're wondering, what does your future look like? This is why you're finally dealing with it. You're like, oh, you need to know what you're going to do. You know, until you deal with it, you're stuck. So you're going to deal with it. So you're looking at that pentacle, and the pentacle is, you know, commitment, security, stability, groundedness. So this is what you want. And you're seeking this from the universe. You're seeking your path towards this place that you want to be in your life. I have the Queen of Cups next to the King of Pentacles and under the Queen of Swords. Kings and queens are very mature-minded. So the Queen of Cups is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But here the Queen is trying to peek in those little windows all around that cup. It's the only cup in the deck with windows around it and a lid on it. Inside that cup are answers to love questions. So yeah, you're second guessing. You want the answers about the love. Like, do you even love me? I mean, my gosh, you're breadcrumbing me. You're barely, you know, you're being weird. You're being deceitful. There's something going on here, and you need to know what it is. So instead of just wondering, you're reaching out. You're asking, and you're speaking your truth. You need to move forward. You've been asking to move forward, and the universe is saying you've got to do it. You've got to come out of this Eight of Swords energy and seek the truth from this person who is being deceitful and just not providing much in the relationship, really. I have the Five of Wands next to the Six of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is mental anxiety, stress, and confusion. That's what they cause you. Is that something that you want to spend the rest of your life not dealing with? No, I think you're coming out of it. I got the Four of Cups next to the Five of Wands. I feel like they're just not accepting your love. They're like, and this is how you feel. I think you do have love for them, but they don't embrace it. And this is something that you're confused about, and you really need answers for on what's going on. Follow your intuition, man. Your intuition is running very high, having the High Priestess here on your highest energy line. Your intuition's telling you there's something wrong. Your intuition's telling you, look at all these cards in your highest energy. This is all around you. And you need to get it cleared up. That's what you need to do. So, follow your gut. Listen to what your heart, your head, and your gut, and they all come together. Trust yourself in what your intuition is telling you. You're very intuitive, okay? And what it's telling you, you probably have a lot of answers already to some of your questions that you've just been kind of avoiding, you know, answering on your own, even though you probably have a lot of those answers within you. I have the Nine of Swords under the Five of Wands, and the Queen is reaching right out to this Nine of Swords. You've been up in your head about this. I got the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. It's like, you know, I think it gets to be too much. Those swords, they go the same thoughts over and over and over. Time spent alone. These thoughts go through your head. You're like, God, what is going on? Why are they treating me this way? Why this? Why that? And they get torturous. You need to speak up, because this is, you know, it's right below that mental stress, the mental struggle that you're going through over this relationship. But you're coming out stronger on the other side. I have the Justice card right on the other side of the Nine of Swords and right under the Four of Cups. Okay, you're putting your sword up, just like with the Queen of Swords. And you're keeping it up. You're balancing your scales. You're getting rebalanced here. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you're getting it together. It's like you went through this. You tried not to deal with it because there's love. And that's usually why people don't deal with things. And they don't want a broken heart. But it's like you get strong. You get stronger. And you're like, I'm not taking this anymore. You're like, they don't want my love? Fine. Someone does. They don't want it. They don't want to treat this relationship as if it's anything special. Well, somebody will. So you get balanced and you become strong and you go forth with your sword up. Not without healing first. Okay? So this is healing right under the High Priestess. This is where all these truths, a lot of these truths come to you. I think is where a lot of your realization comes from. This time, I think they do leave you alone at times. And this is where you've been doing some of your healing, and you do your healing after this conversation. It definitely follows after. This is the card, did I say for Aquarius? So Aquarius could be in your chart or someone else's, which is an air sign. But you've healed deep. And you're going to heal deep. You see your own reflection in that pool of water, and you remember the bare essence of who you are. What makes you happy? What doesn't make you happy? What you want? What you don't want from life? Healing right down to the bare bones. That is deep. I think this healing like brings about this intuition even stronger as you move forward. I think you feel like when you're looking into this cup here, next to the Queen of Cups, and you're trying to figure out the love, and under the Nine of Swords, and this is part of the Nine of Swords, is you're feeling like you just leaped into this relationship too fast. You didn't take the time that you needed to take in order to save yourself from a broken heart. So I think it was fun at first. I think there was a lot of joy at first, but I think you just kind of bounced along with your head in the clouds until you came to this cliff and you started to look forward and you're like, well, wait a minute here. We're not moving forward. There's something wrong with this relationship. And so you're looking towards the future now, and you just didn't see it being in the Fool's energy. So here's a conversation right next to the Fool, right under the Justice card. In this conversation, you're going to come out stronger on the other side, much, much stronger than just, you know, hoping it works its way out. You're going to put your sword out. You're going to say you've had enough. And what's going to happen here after, and these conversations might continue. They may try to stay in your life for a while. But you're coming out on the other end. You're going to be going through deep healing. And I have the Sun. You're coming out like a rose. The Sun is my favorite card. It is all about fresh starts, new beginnings with lots of love and lots of joy. So, you know, waking up, actually dealing with this situation, you will end up in a much better place in your life with the Sun, a much happier, more joyful, fresh start, new beginning with lots of love and lots of joy. I wanted to say that again because it's kind of a, you know, a blah kind of reading here until you take charge of yourself. And then once you take charge, things start to change. You go through a healing period, your heart is broken, that's okay, and you end up coming out smelling like a rose on the other side in a much happier place in your life. I have angel cards. I'm going to pull you an angel card. Let's see what they have to say about this reading, Capricorns. Let's see what they have to say about this reading. Oops, there it goes. That's your card. And I caught it. That was good. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's the Ace of Action. I'm going to read it to you. This cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action, and if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. I think this whole situation is turning you towards a place in your life where you are going to thrive, especially with the Sun being here and the Ace of Action. Now let's pull out a Law of Attraction card, a Universe card. Let's see what they have to say. For the Law of Attraction, the Universe here. What do they have to say for you that's helpful? Capricorn, what do you need to know there? Right there. I know who I really am is the name of this card. Now I'm going to read it to you. There's the back side. You are an extension of non-physical energy. You are indeed an extension of that which we are. That's the universe. We are known as the teacher, and we are known as Abraham. That's who the Law of Attraction, they call themselves as a group of entities. They call themselves Abraham. And we are together because of our matching intentions and desires. Well, that is your message from the universe. So Capricorns, follow your intuition. You know, you need, if this is your reading, it looks like this relationship that you're in is just kind of taking advantage of you, and you're just been putting your faith into something that isn't going to amount to much. And it looks to me, when you have this conversation, it's going to help you to move forward and heal, and then you'll come out stronger on the other side. And what this angel card is suggesting is to take a look at your career. Take a look at other things. You've got other things that you need to be doing rather than being in this Eight of Swords. So there's a lot for you to do out there. You're going to come out stronger and happier on the other side. So Capricorn, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.